So Hunter Biden showed up to his contempt of Congress hearing today, and Republicans are freaking out. Freaking out because Hunter Biden showed up to a hearing about Hunter Biden.
It's not my hearing, but I'll attend if I want to. Hunter Biden surprising those on Capitol Hill, especially at a committee that was looking at him for contempt of Congress for not appearing, so he did appear.
Hunter Biden crashed the party. He showed up here to Capitol Hill unannounced and uninvited to this House Oversight Committee hearing today.
Unannounced and uninvited? What, is there an RSVP and is this a dinner party? Did I miss something? Whatever happened to the Republican talking point? This is the people's house. This is the people's house. We can all be here when we want, whenever we please. It's the people's house. We pay for it.
Is looking at whether or not to hold him in contempt for being a no-show at his closed-door deposition. House Republicans and Democrats tangled over whether or not to hold Hunter in contempt. Republicans say he defied a congressional subpoena. Democrats say Republicans gave him a choice between a closed-door interview and a public hearing, and he chose a public hearing.
And the reason why he didn't show up to a closed deposition is because he said he wouldn't from the beginning. And why did he say he wouldn't do that from the beginning? Well, don't take it from me, take it from Hunter Biden himself a month ago saying exactly why he wouldn't do this behind closed doors. Because he doesn't trust Republicans. And why doesn't he trust Republicans? This is why. Would you?
They displayed naked photos of me during an oversight hearing.
This is evidence of Hunter Biden making sex. Excuse me, this is my time. Making pornography.
Should we be displaying this, Mr. Chairman, in the committee?
The lady's time's expired.
And they have taken the light of my dad's love and presented it as darkness. They have no shame. Here I am, Mr. Chairman, taking up your offer when you said we can bring these people in for depositions or committee hearings, whichever they choose. Well, I've chosen. I am here to testify at a public hearing today to answer any of the committee's legitimate questions. Republicans do not want an open process where Americans can see their tactics, expose their baseless inquiry, or hear what I have to say. What are they afraid of? I'm here. I'm ready.
He said he wasn't going to let Republicans turn this into some kind of circus show that they get to narrate. He wanted it to be open and public and transparent. And why wouldn't you, as the American people, also want that? Do you believe everything that Congress tells you? I'd hope not. So I'd hope that you would want a open, public, transparent hearing over something that you guys all seem to care so much about, over a closed deposition where they could tell you whatever the they want afterwards. So I also find it super rich this afternoon when Nancy Mace seemed to want to steal Hunter Biden's speech from a month ago right here and want to say the same thing back to him when it makes no freaking sense. It's the most hypocritical thing I can possibly come up with.
My first question is, who bribed Hunter Biden to be here today? That's my first question. Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman,
if the gentle lady wants to hear from Hunter Biden, we can hear from him right now, Mr. Chairman. Let's take a vote and hear from Hunter Biden. What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Are women allowed to speak in here or no? You keep interrupting me.
The old classic, turn it around into, are you interrupting women? Like Republicans give a shit about women have to say.
I'll interrupt the chairman. I don't know that he's a lady.
Slap!
I think that that Hunter Biden should be arrested right here, right now, and go straight to jail. Our nation is founded on the rule of law.
Come on.
And the premise that the law applies equally to everyone, no matter what your last
Point of order.
Hey, I agree with her there. I think the rule of law should apply to anyone, no matter what their last name is, no matter who they are. Even former presidents of the United States who don't have complete immunity.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Biggs over here.
Donald Trump.
Even former presidents who accepted $5.8 million just from China alone. Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm and put it in a private trust and take it out of his name. And what's Donald Trump do? He takes $5.8 million from China while trying to make up this whole story about shell companies from Hunter Biden and the big guy. If they care about Hunter Biden and the big guy and all these shell companies, then they should give a fuck about $5.8 million from China to Donald Trump. If they want to depose Hunter Biden so bad, Do it transparently and do it publicly for the American people that obviously want to see this shit so bad. Since the Republican Party seems to give a shit about what Hunter Biden's up to so much, let's see it. I'd rather hear it straight from the TV than play a game of telephone with the most untrustworthy Congress in over 100 years. Also, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. This algorithm's hard on us new content creators, and I get beat up in here. So all the little help helps.